Tonight we're reviewing Flash, Season 3, Episode 5, titled Monster.
Honestly, in this episode, it was okay. I mean, it really honestly wasn't a lot of things happening, really. It was just kind of a lot of little bitty stories trying to kind of put together and kind of fixing a few other little things and the timelines and stuff like that. So this is definitely not one of their best episodes. So what did you think about this episode?
I thought this episode was alright. I'm kind of along the same lines as you. I am glad that we get to see some of the littler backstories because I'm sure that they're going to make a big impact coming up in later episodes of season. We do get to see where Harrison, we do find out that this Harrison from Earth, 9, is actually not a scientist. He's actually basically a con artist. He's a novelist. He's writing a novel or a memoir or something. And he is just the idea man. He doesn't actually execute the ideas.
Well, I guess the Harrison of Earth 2 was right. There was something off about this one, so he was definitely right on that one. He did seem kind of weird to me as well, kind of like an actor, like we see in Ezekiel in The Walking Dead. Very showmanship, basically. He's just basically over the top for everything.
We also see in this episode, Caitlin's powers are becoming more and more heightened. Whenever she gets mad, she can freeze the desk and the computer. She ends up blowing up her computer at the end. She does go and see her mom, which we haven't ever seen her mom, so that was kind of interesting. We get a little bit of the backstory of Caitlin and why her and her mom are kind of are distant, to be quite honest. And then while she's there, she has an episode with her mom's scientist who's doing some testing on her, and she wants to leave. He tries to lock her in, and she grabs a hold of him and tries to kill him, to be quite honest. I think if her mom hadn't came in there, I think she would have killed him. What do you think?
Yeah, she might have. At that point, she's kind of seems like she's losing her ability to control her abilities. Maybe she is actually having her dark side take over her abilities. Take over everything. That might be honestly where Killer Frost really comes from on the other reality that she has seen. So that's quite interesting and almost could be very dangerous for the group.
So we also see in this episode, the reason why it's titled Monster, we have a 15-year-old boy who's created a hologram because he's being bullied at school, and so he creates a hologram so everybody is fearful of this big huge monster. And we really see Joe step into that kind of dad role instead of cop role whenever he's talking to the boy. He is going to have to suffer some consequences, but Joe tells him that he can get over this.
Honestly, this boy really got off lucky because, okay, he just damaged stuff and maybe hurt a couple of people, but with his stupid little monster there, it actually almost got a person, and it's a bystander, head blown off because the cops, of course, tried to shoot it in the head, and it went right through the hologram, and if Barry wasn't there, that person would have been killed off because later, Julian almost shoots him as well.
So we've known for quite a while that Julian, which I call him Malfoy because he will always be Malfoy to me, and Barry have had this long-standing kind of animosity towards each other. It's actually dated back to a year, but because of the Flashpoint, Barry's only been around it for a couple of weeks. But we actually really see them open up and to each other, mainly Malfoy opening up to Barry, and they kind of have a little moment at the very end, and then they go out for drinks. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I really hope that Malfoy is a good guy because I'm tired of seeing him be a bad guy all the time from the Harry Potter series and things like that. But I am glad that we get to see him again because he really does play a good character. He's a good actor.
Alright, I'm going to jump down to my final thoughts because this episode honestly really wasn't a big heavy hitter. If you go back into the episode, Malfoy here is actually talking like he came from money and whatever else in England. It kind of made me think about Harry Potter, kind of, because he came from a rich wizard family and whatever else. I thought that was really kind of funny. I'm wondering if that's the reason why they added it in there, maybe to kind of give a nod off to that show.
My final thoughts of this episode, again, not a heavy hitter on a whole lot of big, huge story twists and turns, but I do like that we see Joe and the prosecutor, and we see everybody trying to get those two together. I think they make a really cute couple. Police officer with the prosecutor makes for good TV, makes for a good TV love show.
I think that's about it for this episode, but if you guys like these, hit those like button, hit those subscribe button, leave those comments and theories, and we definitely read them, and we'll catch you guys next time.